How's it going? My name is Rob Gegner, and I appreciate your curiosity for checking out the video. That shows me that you're dedicated to making a change in your life. I don't know exactly the situation you're in right now. Maybe you're struggling financially. Maybe you never made a whole lot of money, and that's kind of your driving force right now. Maybe you're not satisfied at home in your relationships with your wife or your kids or your boss or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or even if yourself. Maybe you're not happy with the person that you've become. Maybe you've given up a little piece of your soul along the journey from birth until where you are right now. Maybe you lost that spark of creativity, of fire, of energy, of juice, of passion for living and being yourself. Maybe you got caught up in the 9-to-5 work week. You got caught up in what the media tells you, the government tells you, your family tells you, in the pressure of persuasion of who they think you need to be. But who you really are is what matters, and you haven't let that person out yet. Or maybe you're completely satisfied in your life, maybe you're completely happy, but you're just looking to step it up to the next level. Because if we stop growing, we start dying. We start sliding backwards. So if you're not in a constant progression in your life, if you're not making little incremental changes and shifts and advancements in your life, then you're most likely headed in the opposite direction. So like I said, my name is Rob Gegner. I've been with the Empower Network for quite some time now, and I'll tell you why I actually got involved with it, because my life was not where I wanted it to be. My life was not in that upward progression. I was not advancing, evolving. Even though when I was younger, I had that spark, I had that passion. But like most of you, I lost it over time. I was very passionate about music, about movies, about creating, about writing, about just going on random adventures. And as time went on, and as the pressure from other people became better, I realized very quickly that I couldn't make money in those areas. So my focus changed to getting a job. At first I was in the film industry working on sets, and that's actually what I went to school for. And then I got a job in corporate America, actually a string of temp jobs, office jobs that were very unsatisfying, unfulfilling, but they did give me the time to unleash my creativity. And then I found myself at a customer service job, which I was not very passionate about at all. Just making phone calls, receiving phone calls, taking angry complaints from old women about face creams that we had sold them. It was not a fun experience. And all the stress of that job and of other things for my life, I actually started to get really sick at that time. And I didn't know what was going on. I started to feel fatigue, and I was feeling depression, anxiety, things I've never experienced before in my life. It had a huge impact on me. So a year went by, and my symptoms kept getting worse and worse and worse. And finally, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. And that was a little bit devastating, but at least I was kind of like, oh, thank God they know what it is, because all the top doctors prior to that told me that I should go see a psychiatrist, and pretty much they were telling me that I was crazy. And obviously I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew there was something going on. I was just not happy. I was not fulfilled. But thank God for that experience, because that kind of gave me a wake-up call. That kind of put into perspective the lifestyle I was leading. Prior to that, I was just going in a straight line. I was just doing what everyone else was doing pretty much. I was drinking, I was eating unhealthfully, and all that pretty much caught up to me. And it's not like I was out trampling in the woods or something. I don't go out hiking all the time, you know, so I don't know where I got the tick, but I believe that was a sign from the universe. They're like, hey, wake up, what are you doing? It's time to change your life path. And I did. I started seeking solutions. At first I went to the doctors and they put me on a string of antibiotics for about 2 years. None of it worked. It actually made me worse. So I took the power in my own hands, and that's where the decision that I made that my life needs to change. I need to do something differently right now. And I was sought out different holistic things. So I actually got certified to become a health coach. I actually got certified in a certain energy healing modality. And I started learning about self-development and certain supplements and health products, and learning about myself and who I was and how I can change my destiny. Started mingling and masterminding with all these really amazing entrepreneurs that I kind of like stumbled upon on my path to self-discovery, and that's led me here. That's led me to the Empower Network, where I can use my knowledge and my expertise and get that out there, get that message of hope, of my struggle, maybe my story somehow, some way can affect the lives of millions. I don't know what it's capable of, but I know that I've found the vehicle here at Empower to affect change, and that is the really driving force, that is the mission of this company, for average people to completely transform their lives, not just in their incomes, because obviously the income, that's just a result, that's an effect of who you become along the way as you're going through the process, every day focusing on little things to change yourself, to change your mindset, to be a little bit more positive, to feed yourself with good stuff instead of the crap that is being fed, all the negativity from the news and other different sources. So you fill your mind with good stuff, and that's what I've learned at the Empower Network. You work on yourself first, because if you work on your job, that will get you a living. If you work on yourself, that will get you a fortune. So that's just a little bit about my story, and my vision is huge, man. Like, I really appreciate the time that you're taking right now to watch this video. It really means a lot to me, and I really want to get to know you. I want to be your friend. I want to be your business partner. I want to help grow this thing. I want to take it globally, and I just really, one of my targets, one of my dreams that is actually going to come to fruition is to help build a health retreat. It's actually built. A good friend of mine, she's 86 years old, she has a property, but she's not doing so well. So what I want to do is actually help her with her health retreat and make that into the largest health retreat in the world and have people come from all over the world. My vision and my mission is to help other people to change their lives. So you have dreams, you have goals, you have things that you really want to make happen, and this is how it's going to happen. So let's come together, let's lock arms, let's join forces. If you haven't seen the initial video for the Empower Network, I implore you to watch it. It's in a link somewhere down here. So just keep coming around, keep checking out my videos, look me up on Facebook. I really want to get to know you, and I really want to get this message of hope and inspiration out to the world, because we're going places, man, and we are the music makers. We are the dreamers of dreams. It's a Willy Wonka quote for all of you who don't know. So thank you so much for checking this out. I really appreciate it. My heart goes out to you. I love all of you, even though I don't know you. And let's change the world, man.